most of the time people think 0 is an even number. But it's not necessarily true, okay? So 0 actually is a number, neither even nor odd. Get it, Emma? But 0 could also be divisible by 2 because 0 divided by 2 equals 0. Get it, everybody? So when we're talking about is divisibility, divisible, that means any number divide this number and there is no remainder, then we say this number is divisible by 2 or that number. Understand, Shinshin? So 0 is not an even number, but 0 could be divisible by 2. Actually, 0 can be divisible by any number in this world, but 0 itself. Because you cannot do 0 divided by 0. Understood, everybody? You cannot share nothing with nobody. That is ridiculous, okay? So let's take a look at number 3. So 3, what kind of number can be divisible by 3, Violet?
Add together and divisible by 3.
Any number is divisible. Any number, the sum, okay, each digit. Very good. So 1, 2, 1 plus 2 equals 3. 3 divisible by 3, so this number divisible by 3, right? And 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2 is divisible. 1 is divisible by 3. It's 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. Remember, how do I do it? It's because I don't want to, when the number is big, Margaret, when the number is big, I don't want to just to plus them up. I can just cross the 3. So this number can be divisible by 3 as well. Okay, so 4. Shinshin, can you tell me what kind of number can be divisible by 4?
Even numbers.
Okay, so Shinshin said even number. So let's see. Is 22 an even number? Yes.
Yeah.
But is 22 divisible by 4?
No.
So obviously, divisible by 4 is not just an even number, or else it's going to be the same as divisible by 2.
Every second even number?
Every second.
The last 2 digits are divisible by 4.
Very good, Emma, good job, okay? So we just take a look at the last 2 digits, okay? 24 is divisible by 4, so 1 million and 24 is also divisible by 4. Get it? So 4,004 is divisible by 4 because last 2 digits. So we can also just to take a look at the last 2 digits. Okay, so what kind of number is divisible by 5?
If it ends with 5 or 0.
The last digit is what?
5.
Jason, what kind of number can be divisible by?
0 and 5.
0 and 5. Very good. Okay. So now I want to ask Margaret, what kind of number can be divisible by 6?
The number could be divisible by both 2 and 3.
Very good. Both divisible by 2 and 3. So this number, the last digit must be even. And if you add each number plus together, then this number must be divisible by 3. Okay. So Emma, can you give me a number which is divisible by 6?
24.
Oh.
No, it has to be 3-digit number. I make it hard.
3-digit?
Yeah, come on.
Okay. 312.
312. Good job. Okay. Violet, give me a 4-digit number divisible by 6. Violet?
1, 2, 1, 2.
1, 2, 1, 2. Good. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good job. Very good. Jason, can you give me a 2-digit number which is divisible by 6? Quick.
66.
66. Okay. Shinshin, 5 digits. Shinshin said, why for me is 5?
11112.
Okay, good job. Okay, Margaret. 3 digits.
312. I mean, wait,
312 has been already used.
666.
Okay, very good. Cynthia, give me a 4-digit, which is divisible by 6.
Six, six, six.
好坏不行，看这个，换一个。Last digit must be 2. Yeah, make it harder.
Mm.
很简单嘛 1002
Yep.
correct? Okay, 好，我先跟你们大家说一下啊。So let me tell you what kind of student I am. You can just take it as a references, okay? So when I was in school, so there are a lot of students ask me like, hey, Terry, have you ever learned how to teach student? Have you ever learned how to teach a kid? I said, no, I never. I just learned every single thing from my own teacher because I believe that I have the best teacher in this entire world for every single steps of my life. Okay. So I still remember when my teacher is teaching me this. Okay. So she is doing exactly what I'm doing right now. So she is doing really quick, and she even like clapped hands. She said, okay, let's your turn, Margaret, your turn. So it's like that. Okay. So I was like the number 12 and number 13 because in China, you know, every single class having like 40 students or even sometimes 50 students in the classroom. Okay. So I figure out she will call my name sooner or later. Correct, Margaret? Violet, correct? Okay. So I realized it's either 2, 3, 4, 5 digits. You know what? I just grab a paper and I just make 2, 3, 4, 5 digits of the number, which is could be divisible by 6. I prepared it early. So when my teacher called my name, I said, okay, whatever you want, I prepared for you already. So she always think I'm the best student in this world, you know? So this is my thing, okay? So when you find the pattern doesn't has to be the question, or the pattern doesn't has to be whatever. Like you find a pattern, you prepare the first. So I just want to ask you everything, okay? So the pattern is the most important thing in this world. Okay, Cynthia? When you find the pattern, use it, prepare it, and prepare ahead of it. That is the use of the. So the pattern of me thinking is I'm going to ask you, giving me the 2, 3, 4, 5 digit of the number could be divisible by 6, right? How about you prepare ahead? So what is a good thing about preparing ahead? Okay. So Jason, I want to tell you. So you make yourself never exhausted. Okay, so there's a one thing actually hurting your head and hurting your brain is you being hit or you being traumatized by the feeling of scared, anger, anxiety, and oh, 来不及了, 来不及了. Get it, Violet? Emma? So if we can prepare everything a little bit, even like 5 seconds ahead, Cynthia, I can tell you can name unlimited number could be divisible by 6, which is 4 digits without any pressure. But if your teacher asks you, hey Cynthia, give me a number, you became panic, right? So the only way to solve this problem is try to figure the pattern of every single thing in this world. Get it, Jason? Even the mom, your mom, how your mom treats you when she is in the panic, when she's not in the panic, is totally different. Correct, Violet Cheeseburger? Correct? So I want everybody in my class prepare one step ahead. This is something I want all of you to learn from me. Get it, Margaret? So we learn a little bit, just one step ahead. You're gonna think the whole entire world has been changed to you. Get it? Okay. So let's move forward. What kind of number can be divisible by 8? Who can tell me? Jason? Violet?
Last 3 digits divisible by 8.
Thank you very much. Last 3 digits. Okay. The last 3 digits. And how about 9? Emma? Emma? Okay, Violet knows. Violet, can you tell me?
Add up all the digits divisible by 9.
Okay, all the digits plus up divisible by 9. How about 10? Cynthia.
The last digit is 0.
0. Very good. Okay, so how about 11? How about 11? Jason, come on. Jason, tell me.
You zigzag the numbers,
Uh-huh.
and then the odd digit placed numbers, you add them up, and then you minus the even digit placed numbers.
Of the odd digits. Very good. Okay, I think
Yeah.
you know it, right? So it's like that. Okay, very good. So this is a very quick review. Good job. Okay, so boys and girls, today we're actually not learning the divisibility rule, but we're learning the factors. So why we're reviewing the divisibility rule is because the factors is actually connected with the divisibility rule, right, Cynthia, Violet, right? Okay, so now let's take a look at this one, okay? So I want to ask everybody a very simple question, okay? So Violet, can you tell me, and everybody, okay, not only Violet, can you just text me, how many factors does 24 have?
Wait, no, 8. Um, 8. 8.
Okay, so Violet, 谁让你写在上面？打屁股，Violet. Okay, so everybody, so 24 has 1, 24, 2, 12, 3, 8, and 4, 6. Correct, everybody? Okay, so everybody, you get it. Okay, all of you get it. Okay, so can you tell me 1,000, 2,000, sorry, it's too small. 1,242,000 and 100. So 1,242,000 and 100. This number, how many factors are there? Can you tell me? Jason 说：“老师，我回去，我过会儿再睡一会儿吧。Let me just go get a nap. Okay, so Margaret, can you tell me? Okay, Xinxin, I think you are the 星星是个很努力的孩子，OK？星星，让你来告诉我一共有多少个？星星说：老师，我再努力，I don't want to do it. It's going to be like I finish it. It's going to be tomorrow, right? Okay, so we have to admit it that the question is ridiculously crazy big. Everybody, I want you to write down this sentence down, okay? When you see the number is ridiculously big, that means you are not going to call Nuli, but the Guchulan. Okay, everybody, I want you to write down this one, okay? Especially, I have those ones that Pen used to have this one, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and there are 999, 1, 2, 3s there. And can you tell me blah, 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 right? So like those ones, you're not going to solve it with a lot of new leads, correct, everybody? But there are something is called method, correct, Emma? So let's look at it, okay? So I'm going to still using 24 as an example. So first of all, I'm going to prime factorization 24. So 2, 12, 2, 6, 2, 3. Correct, everybody? So that means in order to make up 24, there are 2, 2, 2, and 3. Correct, everybody? So I want you to write down this.
Prime factorization.
Okay, so now everybody, this is the most important part. Okay, so 1, 24, 2, 12, 3, 8, 4, 6. Okay, everybody. Before we start this, Jason, I want to ask you, 2 to the power 0 equals what? This part?
0.
No, 2 to the power 0 equals 1.
Oh.
Okay, any numbers power 0 equals 1 except 0. There's no 0 power 0 existing in this world. Okay, Emma? So let's take a look at this one, okay? So I'm going to using these data to represent each of the numbers. Everybody, I want you to take a look at this one. Okay, 1 equals 0. Understand? So that means when equals 1, there's no 2 at all or no 3 at all. Okay, this one is 2 to the 1 times 2 to the 0 times 2 to the 0 times 3 to the 0. Okay, 4 equals 2 to the square times, sorry, it's not like that. It should be like that. 1 second. 2 to the 1 times 2 to the 1 times 2 to the 0 times 3 to the 8 equals 2 to the 1 times 2 to the 1 times 2 to the 1 times 3 to the 0. Okay, everybody, we have put together 2 to the power 3 times 3 to the power 1, right? And for this factor, we use none of them. For this factor, we use one of them. For this factor, I use 2 of them. And this factor, I use 3 of them. Understand? So that means
Carrie?
for the usage of 2, sorry, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 options. I'm going to stop here and let you think about it. Do you understand? For the factor of 2, I have either not to use them at all, or use them 1 time, use them 2 times, use them 3 times. 有些小朋友说，老师为什么不能 use 4 times? Because the maximum number of 2 I have is 3. Get it, Violet? Okay, so let's take a look at 3. 你听好了，这个地方非常你会用，但是你不一定听那个。Jason 再看吧。哦，你的屏幕在那边。Okay, 哦，你的屏幕在那边。Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So 3 is what? Is 2 to the power 0 times 2 to the power 0 times 2 to the power 0 times 3 to the 1. And this one is 2 to the power 1 times 2 to the power 0 times 2 to the power 0 times 3 to the power 1. And this one is 2 to the power 1 times 2 to the power 1 times 2 to the power 0. Sorry. 1 times 3 to the power 1. And this one is 2 to the power 1 times 2 to the power 1 times 2 to the power 0 times 3 to the power 1. Get it, everybody? So for 3, there's only 1 and 2 possibilities because we only have 1, 3. So either not to use them or use them 1 time. So everybody, how many options are there? 8 options are there. So that's why 4 times 2, we have 8 factors. Xinxin?
Could you like re-explain why we can't use like 4?
Because no, we cannot use 4 because the maximum number we have for the 2 is 3. 只有3个2，那就不可能用到4个。
Oh,
因为24一共24等于2乘以2乘以2乘以3 right? 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, correct? So that's why the maximum number we can use for 2 is 3. But we have 4 options. Why, Emma? Because we can use 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, or not to use at all, Margaret. Understand? Okay, so that's why we always need to. So if you have 3, you have 3 plus 1 times 1 plus 1. So the answer is 8. Get it, everybody? I'm going to stop here, let you think about it. And I'm going to using number 36 as example. Okay. 哦，爸爸去遛狗。 Okay, everybody, if you finished, we're going to try to use it, okay? So let's take a look at this one. Let's using 36 as example. So we know 36 is having how many factors? Is 136, 218, 312, 49, and 6, correct? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 36 equals what? 36 has 2, 2, and 3, 3, right? So 2 squared times 3 squared. And because I have two 2's, I know they're like either using 1, 2, 2, 2, or no 2, so it's 2 plus 1. And because I have two 3's, and I know it is either using 0, 3, 1, 3, or 2, 3. So the answer is 9. Get it, everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Am I right? I'm right? So, okay, so now 48. Without listing, please tell me how many factors does 48 have? Without listing them.
And
10 of them? Violet, is it you? Okay, so let's take a look at this one, if Violet get it right or not. Violet, 紧不紧张? Okay, so let's, 48 is 2 to the power 4 times 3 to the power 1. Okay, so 4 plus 1 times 1 plus 1. So the answer is 10. Good job, Violet. Very good. So without calculation, everybody. So now I give you a, yeah, Shinshin, what is it?
Like, how do you get like the 4 plus 1 and like the 1 plus 1?
Because I just look at how many 2's I have. So remember, Shinshin, I have 4 2's, right? 我有4个2，对不对？ 那
Yes.
4个2是不是就有5种使用2的方法？ There's a 5 different usage of 4 2's. Is either no 2, 1 2, 2 2, 3 2, or 4 2. Times them together. So there are 5 different usage. And because I only have 1 3, so I can only use no 3 or 1 3. So you time them together. So there are all 5 of them. Get it? So by
Yeah.
using this chart, you can have what is the number. So the factor is either 2的零次方乘以3的零次方等于1 3的零次方乘以2的一次方等于2，所以是2 1 2 8 16。And the other one is 3 to the power 1 times 2 is 3, 6, 12, and 24, and 48. Get it?
Yeah.
Okay, so now
Thank
let's,
you.
very good. Okay, if you have questions, just ask. I really like Shinshin, just anytime you don't understand, you just stop me and I can do it, okay? So now let's just do 3 questions without doing this, okay? So everybody, there are 3 questions and there are another 3 questions. And you're going to find out why I put them separate. Okay, you're going to find out later yourself. So 240, 300, and 412, 500. I make it as easy. I make it as easy for you. 300. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. And the other one is 49, 256, and 625. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wait, is for number 2, is it 7 or 3?
Number 2?
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to start think about it 240, okay? So 240, so 120, 260, 230, 215, and 3 and 5. So 2 to the power 4 times 3 to the power 1 times 5 to the power 1. So the answer is 690.
I'm not done yet.
So the answer is 20. Correct, everybody?
I'm not done yet.
Okay, don't worry about it. Does everybody get it right? The first question? Okay, the first question is right. Okay. So 300 divided by 2, 150, divided by 2, 75, divided by 5, 15, divided by 3 and 5. So it's 2 to the power square times 3 to the power 1 times 5 to the power square. So 3 times 2 times 3 equals 18. Okay, 312 divided by 2, 156, and divided by 2, 78, divided by 2, 39, divided by 3. So equals 2 to the power 3 times 3 to the power 1 times 13. Okay, so the answer is 4 times 2 times 2 equals 16. 好了，小朋友们看到吗？20、18、16。那老师下面一道题显示 factor 就是14，对不对？Okay. Okay, so now number 4. Regarding about this, okay? Everybody, I want you to give me a number, this number having the factor number of 14. 哎呀，这道题目就有意思了。就不是算了，你要动脑筋了。You need to use your brain to think about it. Create a number which have the factor number is 14. Yeah, yeah. 是不是？哎呀，你在别的地方上课，人家肯定做到这里就完了嘛，对不对 ，Margaret? So now you are going to create a number, but the number of factors must be 14. 我看看谁先告诉我。
What?
Yeah? No,
Yeah.
312 is a number with a factor of 16. 300 is a number of factor with 18. And 240 is a number with a 20. I want you to create a number with a factor of 14.
Oh, okay, okay.
你真的懂，你就能想出来。好，我来给你讲一下。So everybody, let me just give you some hint about how does 20 being created, how does 18 being created, and how does 16 being created. Okay, as your teacher, I made up the question myself just immediately in class. Margaret, do you know that? 所以我是先想好我要20、18、16，然后我再去 create number。我不是随便写个 number 然后做。OK，
Wait,
接下来
is the number 4 or 14?
14，
Okay.
我要14个 factor。OK， 我看到有一个小朋友给我了。And Cynthia, congratulations！ 等一下今天啊，等一下那个 Cynthia， 等一下下课的时候，老师发个红包给你。Very good, good job. First one to get it, and you're right. And that is the smallest. That is the smallest number which have the 14 factors. Cynthia, good job. Very good. Very proud of you. Good job. Okay, so everybody, let's just give you example. Okay, so everybody, how do we get 16? How do we get 16? How do we get 16? 这个 16 哪里来的？是不是从这里来的？ Margaret, right? So I have this one as 3 plus 1 times 1 plus 1 times 1 plus 1, right? So how do I get 16? It's like that. But 16 can be created by 4 times 2 times 2. Is it also true if I want to get it 4 times 4 as well? 4 times 4, 3 也可以等于 16. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you how to create the number with the 14 factors, but I'm going to teach you how to create a number with 16 factors first. Then I want to see the entire class if you can just think about it 14. Now, when we are create a number, 老师问你们下面的数字 is it relevant to the number of the factors? Not really. We only take out the power part, right? So let's just make them into 2 parts. In order to make 16 number, and I want them to be 4 times 4, can I just put them here, 3 and 3? Margaret? Shinshin? Can we just put 3 and 3 here? Violet? Emma? Jason? Can I put it here? Okay, so in other way, that means I don't care what number I put it here. I can put it here 2. I can put it 3. So I create a number with 16 numbers already, which is 8 times 27, which is, sorry, 260. And if I don't like this number, can I change it to other number? Of course, I can put it here, 2 and 5. So it's 8 times 125, which is 1000. So 1000 is a number which has a factor of 16. And if you don't like 312, I can easily change this one. I can still do that. And I do what? I put a 5 here. So 8 times 3 times 5 equals 120. This number also has 16 factors, which is true. So how many numbers I need to create a number? Either 4, because 14 only can be 2 times 7 or 1 times 14. Can I have 1 here? No, because the factor, the exponent part is always what? Is always bigger than 2. Bigger or equal than 2. So this one's not equivalent. So 2 and 7. 2 and 7 equals what? 1 plus 1 times 1 plus 6. So that's why I can put what? 1 here and 6 here. So the number, since you give it to me, is 2 to the power 6 times 3 to the power 1. So this number equals 192. Good job. And this is also the smallest 14 factor number existing in this world. Understood, everybody? So Jason, if you want to, you can create it 2 to the power 6 times 5 to the power 1, which is 64 times 5 equals 320. That is also a number with 14 factors. Get it, everybody? Understood? Okay, so if you understand, I want everybody give me a number with 12 factors. 12 factors. And if you could you give me the smallest one? 这有点难，算了，先就给我一个12 factor 就可以了，好不好？ Okay, I have received a lot of different answers. Very good. You're getting better. Okay, so 12 could be what? 3 times 4? Or could be what? 2 times 2 times 3. Correct? So I'm first using 3 times 4 as a sample. So it's like something power 2 times something power 3. And if I'm using this one, it could be something power 1 times something power 1 times something power 2. So let's see which one will make you a smaller number. So of course, I'm going to give the smaller number on the power 1 and giving, sorry, the smaller number on the power 2 and bigger number on the power 1. So 4 times 3 times 5. So the answer is 60. So 60 is a number with the power of 12. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So this one with what? So 2 and 3. So 9 times 8 equals 72. So both of them are right. And I have seen somebody give me 96. It's totally fine as well. Okay, good job. So everybody, this is very good. I'm just very glad all of you understood this one, because this part, even for my another class, I didn't train them, and you are doing more than great. 为什么第二道题300要用2乘以3乘以300 ？OK， 第二道题 OK。为什么要用2乘以3乘以2 ？Oh, because Cynthia, they have sorry, they have 2 2, 1 3, and 2 5. Get it? So with 2 2 有2个2的话，我们就可以不用2，或者用1个2，或者2个2，是不是有3种方法来用2？对不对？那只有一个3的话，我只有2种方法用3，你就记得每一次把这个 power 上面的这个exponent 部分加1就可以。Understood? OK 呀，因为5的话有2个5，所以可以不用5，或者用1个5，或者用2次5，所以说一共有1、2、3种方法。Okay, so now everybody, I hope you still have time. So finish 49, 246, 56, and 625. Then I want you to look at something, tell me something different. 还有人那个弹舌头的，坐好了是不是啊 ，Jason？要来你家打屁股了啊！ Okay, so I have received Emma. Emma, 49等于49等于7乘以7，对不对？ So equals 7 squared. So for this one, how many factors are there? You can use no 7, 1 7, and 2 7. So the factors 1, 7, and 49. So they are all together 3 of them. Get it, everybody? 哦，有小朋友说，老师，那我这个地方为什么不是2加1乘以1加1呢？没有1呀。There's nothing. So there are only 1 factors of 7. Get it? So there's nothing to be plussed with. So 256, 2, 1, 2, 8, 2, 64, 2, 32, 2, 16, 2, 8, 2, 4, and 2, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8, 2 to the power 8. So how many factors are there? 8 plus 1 equals 9. Because there are only 9 usage of. Okay, so 225 is the same. 5, 125, and 5, and 25, and 5, and 5. Sorry. So the answer is 5 to the power 4. So it's 4 plus 1 equals 5. Okay, get it? So I'll give you this special one. I know there are some students making mistakes. So without anything, you can just create the part, okay? So now I want everybody to take a look at this one. So for the left side, it is all even numbers. And for the left side is all even numbers. And for the left side, they're all odd numbers for the number of factors. Can you tell me what's going on? Why it is like that?
Because the numbers on the right side are squares.
Oh, what?
Like
Think about it. 看一看，想一想再说。小朋友们想一想再说。
are the numbers on the right side like squares?
Very good. Who said it? Who said it? Good job, Emma. Emma 今天也有发个红包了啊。Good job. Because 49, 256, and 625. Sincere. They're all square numbers. Shin, understand? Okay, so now I'm going to explain why square number and only square number having the odd number of factors. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So I'm going to using 36 example and 24 as example. So easy, small number. So let's see. Usually all the factors are coming up by pairs. Correct, Jason? They're all pairs. So 136, 218, and 312, and 4 9. And why the even number having the odd number of factors, Margaret? Because they have a same one. Very good. So same one, we just consider like only one. But you see other numbers, they are coming pairs. So that's why it's impossible to have odd number of factors. So Violet, if somebody is telling you today we have a number is having only have 5 factors. Can you tell me this number must be what? Must be square number. Correct, everybody? So now, everybody, please give me a number which has the 3 factors. Okay, everybody, I want you to give me a number with 3 factors.
Do I send you in the chat?
20.
Yes, please. Good job, good job. Can you give me the smallest number which have the 3 factors? Okay, very good. Shinshin, good job. Violet, good job. So the number with the 3 factors must have the power of 2. So the smallest prime factor is 2. So 4 is a number which have the smallest 3 factors.
Oh,
Very good. Good job, okay? So now everybody, please give me a number with 5 factors, and I want it to be smallest. Very easy. I should be, you should be telling me the number already. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. If it is smallest, Violet, we know the power is 4 because it's a factor of 5, right? So the smallest will be 16. So you put 2 here. Get it? Okay, 好，下面啊，还是 same question, okay? I want this number bigger than 20 and smaller than 100. Still 5 factor. And this time I want this number bigger than 20 and smaller than 100.
5 factor?
Yeah, 5 factors.
Okay.
Okay. I have received Emma's answer. Emma, congratulations, you get it right. Good job. So because we know, yeah, 星星，有点乱了，不对。5 factors, 5 factors. Check your number. Yeah, if the number is.
Oh, shoot.
I sent you the answer, Carrie.
Okay, so everybody, I have received Shin's. Good job, Violet. Not really. Okay, so let's see Violet's one. Oh, Violet's one should be good as well. Good job. Let me see. No. Violet, you gave me 64, right? So let's see. How many factors does 64 have? So 64 equals 2 to the power 6. So the factor does 64 have is what? 6 plus 1 is 7 factors. I want only 5 factors. So the only thing is something and power 4. That is the answer. But this number must be bigger than 20 and smaller than 100. And we have already know 2 to the power 4 equals 16, which is not qualified. So which is the next number you're going to try, Violet? 3. You put 3 there. So 3 to the power 4 equals what? Equals 81. Get it, everybody? So Margaret, get it right. You can get it right. And Jason, do you understand what I mean? So when you have a number that is the factor of the number is an odd number, there's nothing could be tried here, but square number. 明白吗 Violet? 它肯定是个完全平方数。好 Okay, so don't worry about it. We're gonna move on, okay? So let's take a look at the question number 1, okay? So this is the AMC 8 question. So let's just take a look at this one. 但是这道题目因为它的打印当中有问题啊，所以老师帮你们画一下。Okay, I'm going to do it. So, n 外面如果有个方块，它的意思呢，就是 the sum of all the positive facts of n. For instance, 6方块就等于1加2加3加6。Violet, understand? 因为6一共有4个 factor， 对不对？把它加起来，所以6方块就等于12。So I want you to find out what is 11. Everybody, there's double squared outside.
Is it 11 prime? Harry?
Hmm?
Is it 11 prime?
Yeah, 11 is a prime number.
Wait, which question are we doing?
Number first one. 我在说这道题。First one, Jason.
Okay.
Yeah. 做好了吗？这样题目有点意思的啊。So let's take a look at this one. So we have a positive integer n, okay? So because when you have a square out of 11, so Violet, we're going to do one layer first, Emma, okay? So equals 11 plus 1 equals 12, right? So now this 11 squared equals 12. So now the second layer is 12 squared. Get it, everybody? So equals 1 plus 12 plus 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 6. So the answer is 15 plus 5 equals 20, so 28. So the answer is 28. Okay, I'm going to stop it and let you think about it.
But it didn't say find 12, it said find 11.
它是11一个框框，对不对？外面还有一个框框啊。So the thing is, you do the first one, then you do the second one. Okay, everybody, your turn. Understood? So I want you to do it again, okay? 会了吗？会了吗？ Okay, so the same thing. 不会吗？ So that's the thing. 哪个小朋友？Okay, Jason, I'm sorry. I need to just mute you. Okay, sorry, because I have echo on your side. So when we're doing this one, so the question is like that. Okay, so we're going to do the inner layer first, then do the second layer. 星星知道吗？就我们先做里面那层，再做外面那层，就像剥洋葱一样 ，like peeling onion. So they are having layers by layers. If you do the outer side layer first, 你先做外面那圈，那你怎么知道这个11方块等于什么呢？ It's not really a number. We can only deal with the numbers. So we need to do 11 square first. 11 only have two factors, which is 1 and 11, so equals 12. So then this whole entire thing became 12. So then we do 12. So we just list all of them. Okay, I'm going to stop here and let you think about it. Finished, everybody? Okay, so now let's take a look at number 2, okay? How many whole numbers from 1 through 46 are divisible by either 3 or 5 or both? Okay, so let's take a look at this question, okay? How many whole numbers from 1 to 46? 46小朋友，我来列几个好吧？ So I just to make some listing. 这些我先写几个 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and 21, something. And I know the last one must be 42 and 45. Correct, everybody? So this is a number that be divisible by 3, right? So let's take a look at what kind of number could be divisible by 5. Okay, and the last one might be 40 and 45, correct? Now, what kind of number can be divisible by 5 and 3? So 3 or 5 or both. So 15, 30, and 45, correct? Okay, so everybody, so this one's pretty easy. So I know how many numbers are there, 15 numbers, right? So there are 15 numbers from 1 to 46 are divisible by 3. And there are 9 numbers are divisible in 5 from 1 to 46. And there are 3 numbers divisible by both. So some students said, okay, I'm going to plus them together equals 27. And the answer is E, and I get it. Is it right?
No.
Why it's not right?
Cause you like added 3 like 3 times or something.
Because 15 is here. 15 is here. And 15 is also here. Correct, everybody? So 15 has been added how many times? 1, 2, 3. 3 times. And not mention 45, 45, and 45 are also. Correct, Margaret?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there are a lot of numbers as being what? Double counted, right? So first of all, Jason, I want you to find out how many numbers are both divisible by 3 and 5.
There's 15, 30, and 45.
Very good. So in my perspective, it should be 15 plus 9 and then what? Minus 3. Instead of plus 3, minus 3. Minus these 3 being over counted number. And not mention the last 3, we don't even have to talk about it. So 24 minus 3 equals 21. So the answer is B. Get it? Okay, so now this one should be pretty easy, right? So now let's take a look at number 3. Number 3 is my favorite question. Okay, number 3. Let's take a look at this one.
Wait, can n be negative?
Very good question. I cannot tell you, but read the question. For how many
Oh, no.
positive integers? Yeah. Very good question, Jason.
Is 0 considered
I already explained this question a long time ago, I said. So you think your teacher talked to you like in the class with no reason? Everything I talked in this class is going to affect the later questions, huh? So if somebody's not paying attention to what I said, they're gonna find out there's something like traps there and you're gonna fall inside for sure. What a sneaky teacher. Very bad. Okay, so for this question, I'm going to start to explain, okay? So everybody, we want to have the positive, we want to have this one as an integer. That means 36 divide n plus 2 must have no remainder, correct? On the other hand, we're talking about 36 could divisible by n plus 2. On the other hand, we're talking about n plus 2 is the factor of 36. Okay, I'm going to repeat again. Okay, so this is how I get it, the answer. So first of all, the question said, I want to find out the n value of n. Make this expression in equals to an integer. When something divided by something and the answer is integer, that means 36 divided by n plus 2, there's no remainder. In the other hand, means 36 is divisible by n plus 2. On the other hand, 36, n plus 2 is the factor of 36. So first of all, Margaret, how many factors does 36 have? We've been doing this question for so many times. You think,哦，老师为什么每次都用 36 都有原因的呀，因为后面这个题目有 36 呀，知道吗？ Okay, so can you tell me how many factors does 36 have? Yes, I can read your lips. 9. OK, 好，这个时候有些小朋友说，啊，老师，我做完了 C。OK， 然后下了课以后跟妈妈说，妈妈，我今天做的可好了，这个题目老师教了我方法，我瞬间就做出来，后来批下来。Because when we're having the mathematical questions, competition questions, there's always something hidden there. And if you don't pay attention, but we have Jason in this class. So Jason's really good. Jason asked me, hey, 老师 positive 是什么意思？哎，能不能是 negative 呢？这么大一个 positive, right? 他问了这个问题, that is $1 million question because you know what? n plus 2 is the factor of 36, but not necessarily n is a factor of 36. Get it? n plus 2 is a factor of 36. 是 n 加2是36的 factor. 不是 n 是36的 factor。如果这道题目是36 over n is an integer，那就是对。Get it？但是是 n plus 2，那 n plus 2 equals what? Equals 1, 36, 2, 18, 3, and
Well,
4 and 9 and 6。好了，那 n 加2等于1，那 n 等于 negative 1，n 加2等于36，n 等于下 n 等于34，等于0，等于16，等于1，等于10，等于2，等于7，等于4。So how many of them are right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of them are right. But -1, it is a negative number, and 0, because teacher told you 0 is non-negative nor positive. So the answer is A. Get it? So this is my favorite question because it's not only just to testify if you can quickly target how many factors of 36 are, and also you need to find out the negative is not being included, and you need to know 0 is neither negative nor positive. Correct, everybody? Okay, so now let's take a look at number 5, okay? How many positive factors does 23232 have? 这道题目如果没有学过这个方法，是不是所有的同学要蒙圈了？还要花很多时间做了，对不对？我们用学过的方法 23232 having how many factors are there? Immediate. Okay, so this question should be pretty easy, right? Yeah, where's my pencil? So 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. Everybody must be divisible by what? 2. 1, 1, 6, 1, 6 divided by 2. 5, 8, 5, 8 divided by 2. 29, 29 and divided by what? 不知道，哎，我是不是做错了？ I think I calculated something.
The 5858 is
Yeah,
58.
yeah, yeah. 5, yes. 5808, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 我想，哎，我这个地方不对。Thank you, Emma. So 2904. 哎，你们会不会觉得，就是 making mistakes is kind of shame？我从来都不觉得的，我觉得哦 we are human beings, it's okay to make mistakes, but don't repeatedly your mistakes. Understand, everybody? It is okay to making mistakes. Okay, don't worry about it. Especially we have so many girls in this class. I feel like girls is very like you have high self-esteem, you think, oh, I'm not allowed to making any mistakes. You can, but don't repeat your mistakes. Correct, Violet? Okay. So 2, 7, especially if your teacher is always making mistakes, right? Okay, so 3 and here's 3. So 1, 2, 1, and 11 and 11. So how many twos? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 to the power 6 times 3 to the power 1 times 11 to the power 2. So the answer is 7 times 2 times 3 equals 42. So the answer is. Get it, boys and girls? Okay, we did really good today. Okay, so before we leave, I'm going to tell you next week there's no class because next week is a long weekend. Okay, so I want all of you to enjoy your summer, and meanwhile, just tell me what you do in the weekend. Okay, in your long weekend. Okay, so I wish you have some good time, because you know what? For the next whole entire week, Vancouver is really beautiful, right? It's and Margaret, what is the state you are?
Massachusetts.
Oh, okay. So how's the weather over there?
Like it's pretty cold in the winter and it's kind of hot in the summer.
Yeah, right now it's good, really good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have another student telling me that they swim every day. So I said, oh, it's impossible in Vancouver right now. But yeah, so you know, summer is really beautiful. So I want you to just maybe do every day, do 3, 4 questions or 5 questions. So that is the thing to keep your brain functional, okay? And I'm going to give you some questions, calculating questions to practice during the long weekend, because anyway, we're not going to have any classes next week. Is it okay, everybody? Okay, so that's it for today's class. We're doing really good, okay? For the entire class, we're trying something really hard. And let me tell you, some questions were even hit the AMC 10 level. So really good, okay? I'm so proud of you, and you're trying your best. Okay, so that's it for today's class. We're gonna see each other next week. Okay, bye-bye.